a PowerPoint that we prepared in order to present everything to you. So I will do like 15 minutes, 20 minutes of a presentation. Please, if you have any questions, you have the chat. Marion is here to help you, and it will be a conversation. At the end, I will leave you a bit of time to ask also all your questions, and I will answer right away, either myself or Marion. Good for that? So I'm going to start sharing the screen, and we will start talking about who we are, because European Cultural Academy, yes, this is our name. We also call it ECA. And today we're going to do an open day for teachers and educators. So who are we? We exist from the 2017, and we do have 3 cities where we do have our training programs: in Venice, in Amsterdam, and in Barcelona. So we chose these wonderful places because we do have palaces. For example, in Venice, the palaces was right behind me is the Palazzo Bembo. This is the place where you're going to do your training program. It's in the very center of Venice. Amsterdam and Barcelona, because we have 3 wonderful cities full of arts, cultures, and architecture. Our Erasmus projects have won awards for their innovation, and we are members also of several prestigious associations, just like the EAPRO, so the European Association for Practitioner Research on Improving Learning, but also the European Association for Architectural Education. And we are the largest teacher training institution in Venice. Again, as I told you, I'm calling you from Venice, the same for Marion. We are the coordinators here. So when you will come to your training session here, you will meet us as well. So what's our vision as ECA? Why we do this training program with teachers, educators, with adults? Because we do believe in the power of education. And we do have training sessions, training courses for teachers and adults that are based on art. But you're not obliged to be an art teacher. You're not obliged to know anything about art or anything about museums or architecture or whatever, because art actually is surrounded by us. Also here now in a call, I know it's weird to say, but I swear we do have art around us, surrounded us. You are, as a group now during this call, you are creating already the beginning of this training program. Why? Because when you come to us for a week of training program, you're going to be with other teachers, with other adults from all over the world, all over Europe, and you're going to create this week of training program, either learning new pedagogy, a new approach, but you're also going to be the actor of this training program. You're also going to be the one with the group creating a proper project that you're going to be able to bring right away to your school. So today, of course, I will focus on our program after, but first of all, I want to tell about you about Erasmus+. So what is Erasmus+? It's an European program for education. So it's aimed to support educational initiatives in schools. So for you, adult education; for you, vocational education, training, youth, and sport. So Erasmus+ has, let's say, some goals. So we linked all these goals. Please don't worry, we will send you this presentation by tomorrow. So if you want to just hear everything, then don't worry, you'll get it via email. All the documentation will be sent. It was just a parenthesis. So the goals of Erasmus+, for example, is the inclusion, the diversity, the sustainability, the digitalization, and how you can answer to these goals of Erasmus+, so this European program. You're going to promote and get some funds for mobility abroad. This mobility abroad is coming to us for a training program. It's eligible in all the member states of Europe, plus Iceland, Liechtenstein, the North Macedonia, Norway, Serbia, and Turkey. So what is actually the key action that I'm going to talk about now? So Basically, this is the name of the key that will help you to ask for this grant. When you're going to ask for a grant to Erasmus Plus, you need to construct a proper project. To construct this proper project, you need to focus on this K instead of searching for what is the K, because there are many in Erasmus Plus grants. There are many Ks. The K that is for you is the key action number one, called learning mobility of individuals. And there you have two choices. You can apply either for short-term project. That means that now with the deadline of the 1st of October 25, you will apply for a project of next year. For example, you want to come to Venice to one of our course in February 26. Then you're going to apply for a short-term project right now in order to participate to this training week. You have a second possibility, which is called the accreditation. So what is the accreditation? That means that you can go to various mobilities, of course, managed by your school, and you can, once received all this money, you can use it until 2027. Then it's the manager of the school, of the budget, the director, the Erasmus Plus coordinator of the school that will decide where to put the money. Again, for this accreditation, you will need to construct a proper project. And this is the same deadline in order to give this project to Erasmus Plus. The deadline is the 1st of October at noon. So how to apply to this Erasmus Plus funding? Hope it's clear for now. Please don't hesitate to write down on the chat because I'm in front of the presentation and Marion is here to help me to answer if there's something not clear. So the first step is that you need to create a login. Very easy. This is going to be the authentication service, basically. It lasts 3 minutes. As every website, you need to put your name, surname, the name of the school, everything, your mail, not even the name of your school, actually. Name, last name, email, and your email language. That's all. This is the link where you need to click to create your login. Okay, this is going to be sent tomorrow. Then you need to register your OED number. So what it is basically the idea of your school. So if your school in Ireland of primary school, you have a proper OED number. That means that we do recognize you with this number. We also do have an OED number because we are the host of the organization and you will need it as well, our OED. If your school doesn't have an ID, an OED number, or PIC, Participant Identification Code, you can create it without any problem. This is the same website, so the WebGate, this is the link. You can see that we've done a screenshot. If you can't find your organization with the OED, you can just register a new organization and it lasts 2 minutes. Okay, then this is the biggest part, let's say. So once you've registered, so in 5 minutes you've done everything, you need to fill in the digital application form for your project. So you need some time because basically you need to create a proper project for your school, for your course, for your career. In that sense, we're here to help to construct your project. That means that, for example, you want to bring something new to your school that does answer to the goals that we talked about before, the inclusivity. And with this, you need to answer to this project within our training program. You will see that you can bring an answer to this thing that is missing in your school, or this thing that you want to improve in your school, this thing that you want to bring in your career. So we can help you with the content of the project because according to your project, of course, our brochure and all the documentation that we will send you after, it's all in there and it can help you constructing your project. What does that mean? That all the descriptions of all the courses that we have, either in Venice, Amsterdam, and Barcelona, are made and constructed on the base of the expectations of Erasmus Plus. Then this is the national agency. So I'm going to explain you after what is the national agency. It's your best friend actually, because this is the agency that is consulting, that is organizing, choosing to whom the money from Europe, Erasmus Plus funding, will go. And this is actually to them, this is to this agency that you will send your project. So these are very important. The national agency on the website still, we put it the link. You can find yours because it's only country of Europe that has one. For example, in France, the national agency of France is in Bordeaux. So there is one contact that you will submit the application, but you will also ask everything that you might need, provide information on Erasmus Plus. You can have support for applicants. So for you, they receive the applications, and then they are the ones, as I said, that selected projects to be funded. So we put it the link as according to your country. You can put your country and you will find your national agency. Then this is only for France. I'm sorry. This is les développeurs. So I will explain you quickly that les développeurs are helpers when you're preparing your application. If you're in France and you need some help that is not with us or the national agency, you can ask the développeurs that are basically helpers to create your application. In case you're not in France, we are the helpers as well. Don't worry, we can help you doing everything. So how you can prepare your application, I already talked about it before, but your school creates a project that includes a mobility on a subject where you want to see a development in your school, as I said. So think about increase the quality of teaching and learning, enrich your professional network across Europe, learn about new innovative tools, share new practices and transfer them in classrooms. So that's a bit what I said before. Again, there are two things in your key one action: short-term project or accreditation. And these are the codes that will be important to put in your application, because that means that this is for this kind of project that you want to. It's a sort of an ID. This code represents the fact that you want to do a short-term project or an accreditation. Don't worry, it seems big like this, but if you follow step by step all the things that I'm telling, and also from the step-by-step guide that we will send you, you will see that it's okay, it's easy. We do have 500 teachers per year that are coming thanks to Erasmus+. So don't worry, you can do it. Marion.
Yeah. Can I interrupt you? Because we have a question on the chat linked to that. It was, can we apply for both the short project or the key A 120 at the same time, just in case we don't get the accreditation? If we can do both projects.
If we can do both projects. Oh, this is a good question. I think we can actually, because you can have more chance to do it. But I would recommend to ask this to national agency, as it's proper to every national agency. I guess according to the country, it can change. But I would say yes, because you could have more chance to get it. But this is one of the questions that the national agency will help. Is there any other questions for now or no? I can keep going on the presentation maybe, and if there's any questions that requires another
in the chat.
Okay. Okay, so I'll keep going. So to prepare your application, you need first to plan. So you need to define the learning outcomes, activities, and schedule. you need to prepare a practical arrangement, a selection of participants, because, for example, you can live in 10 colleagues. So you need to talk with your colleagues and construct maybe a big project that is linked to the school. But with all together, you can create a project and you might have more chance to get the funds. And then you will, in your application, think of activities that you're going to realize. And then the follow up. So the fact that you're going to do new practices, the evaluation, and the dissemination of the outcomes. For example, you have 12 months of a duration, a budget of tot for staff mobility for 10 school staff. The theme could be developing pedagogical approaches through art and creativity to promote inclusion and communication. As you see, we are mixing the goals expecting from Erasmus Plus, but also the courses that we do promote ourselves as a host organization. To prepare your application, you will need also to insert these informations about the hosting partner organization. So this is us, European Culture Academy. As I said at the very beginning, you will need the OED, that is the OED of our host organization that will permit to Erasmus Plus to understand that we are eligible, because we are eligible with Erasmus Plus. And we do have two numbers different, either if you want to go to Venice and Barcelona, as you can see on the right down, you have a number, OED number. But if you want to go to Amsterdam, it's another number. Then the rest, these are all very administrative information that you will find when we will send you the presentation. And then you submit the online application before the 1st of October at noon. So when you submit your online application, you will need to log in into the first step that I sent you and just apply for it. On our website, these are all the steps that I just mentioned now. We do have all the various steps that you need to follow. So the same here, you have a second step-by-step guide. We do have created also a step-by-step guide that we will send you, and it will give you all the steps that you need to follow. Okay, so why ECA and Erasmus Plus goals are actually working together? Because we do promote the teaching through art. So that means that we show diversity in topics one can address. We do create community of European teachers, because when you're going to register for a course in Venice, you might find a colleague from Spain, another from France, another from Ireland, and you're going to share the experience and challenges for a week. Then you're going to equip teachers with a consistent, coherent learning path. So you have 3 locations, as I said, Venezia, Barcelona, and Amsterdam. And you have 3 wonderful cities with 3 different objectives. I will tell you more about the difference between these 3 cities right afterwards. Then you are going to give the teachers the high quality Erasmus Plus experience, because you have a methodology, a special experience. You're going to learn, but you also have fun. And then you make your Erasmus Plus paper work easier, because we do have short practical guides. You can ask me whatever you need to, either via mail, on video call, by the phone, whatever you need to. We are here to help, either in the application, but also then during your subscription registration to our courses, but also organizing your trip to Venice, Amsterdam, or Barcelona. So as I said, we offer six-day training for educators in Venice, Amsterdam, and Barcelona. So what's the difference, the main difference between these 3? In Venice, we do focus on the teaching and learning through art, the theory and practice. So that means that we are more focusing on visual arts. You will get a theoretical approach. You will get museum guided tours with our experts that will give you the opportunity not only to be a student in itself, but also a very actor of your own training program, because you're not going to just follow a guide in a museum. You're not just going to hear a trainer during the week that will teach you what is the art or what is the creativity. No, you will have, of course, a bit of theory, a lot of theory, but you also have a lot of practice. You will also have a lot to do from the very first day, because you are going to be the actor or the actress of your own project that then you will need to bring to your own school. So during the whole week, you will construct various projects with people that you might don't know, with your colleagues and other people from all over Europe, that you will then bring back to your school. Then in Amsterdam, we do focus in the theater and on the storytelling and improvisation. Whereas in Barcelona, we do have an approach way much more focused on the architecture, on the urbanism and the space, how you walk around the city, how you look a city and its architecture. Sorry. So as I said, we do offer this training for educators for every levels and disciplines. Um, we do this is everything what I just said right now. So you will improve the knowledge and get tangible skills in teaching through art and how to incorporate works of art into pedagogy. You so get some visit into museums, whether antique ones, but also contemporary ones. You get some workshop with practical tools, as I said before. You get some practical materials, templates, activities that will be ready to use in your classroom from the Monday after. You will networking with your or European colleagues, and you can plan a common international project. So the keywords of our courses are creativity, pedagogy, and arts. And of course, the learning outcomes, they do answer to the Erasmus Plus grant. So literacy, inclusion, diversity, critical thinking, communication skills, local history. That's why we chose these three wonderful cities. We are, of course, eligible with Erasmus Plus. And when you get the Erasmus Plus funding, when you get the grant, it covers everything. So the course fee, that is 690, but also the flights and accommodations that are not included in the 690. But when you get the Erasmus Plus grant, you can be absolutely covered in everything. So you don't have to pay anything. By the end of the week, you'll get a Europass mobility certificate. These are then other info, but if you're more than 12 teachers, we are happy to choose some dates that you would like to get just for your group of teachers or colleagues. But otherwise, we do have a calendar, and mainly we have the three courses, the three cities in February, April, July, and October. But again, if you're more than 12, we can choose to do in a other proper date. So an example of our programs. Why are they both fun and useful, as I said before? So art history is the history of ideas and theme. So which theme speaks to you today, for example? Learn how can art can help you explore it. You're gonna get a new educational approach. You're gonna get new ideas to enrich your practice and challenge it. You're gonna have inspiring atmosphere in your classroom. These are a bit of photos that we had of the various groups that we had this year, but also the last years. I swear, as I am an art historian, I can tell you that I always discover a new approach of art, a new approach of creativity, a new approach that I can bring to my own family, my own friends, or in my own life. So it's not all about your path or your career, but also your proper private path as well. And we just swear that we always spend wonderful weeks with everyone. And I wanted to share with you some educators' feedback of people that we hosted these last years. So, for example, Sylvie Roche from France said that she had a great time. It's open-minded, full of enthusiasm, and very well planned. I felt at ease. I discovered that I enjoyed making things. I probably did a drawing for the first time in 30 years. Then Amelie from Germany said, I met amazing people, deeply authentic. I understood that what is art, it's everywhere. As I said at the beginning of this webinar, art can be everything. The process is art, not focus on the product. As I can be an artist, just there and share. We loved Amelie, of course. Then a primary teacher, Joanna from Ireland, said that this changed my life and me as a person. And Nelly, for example, said, what surprised me is feeling again strong emotions through art. So you see, we are very happy. That's why we do this wonderful training program and job as well, because we really, as human as well, human aspect, we are very happy about what brings us as well. Not only what brings you, but what brings us. So I wanted to mention also the funding opportunities for your training. The options are very clear. Either you go to the Erasmus Plus grant project that I just explained and that we're going to send you the step by step and everything, or you can ask the school budget as well. Ask your institution about available funds. For example, you might have some funds that needs to be used by the end of this year, and you might know, maybe, I don't know if you received the email, but I'll tell you, we still have some slots available for the sessions in October in the 3 cities. So if you're interested and if you asked for a school budget and if there is a budget, call me. Don't worry, we still have some slots, and these are the last ones. So if you're interested, feel free to contact me. Then you can have also national grants, explore the local funding opportunities. And you can also have a self-funding. We do have many teachers and people, adults, that are coming with the possibility of self-funding. And we do have the possibility of a payment in 3 installments that is available. Then for Gaia, that talked at the very beginning, for Italian teachers, and this is a new thing that we do have, the payment with the Carta del Docente is now available. And for other information, you can contact me also after on my email without any problem. So thank you for listening, for sure. And now I would like to give you the possibility to talk yourself, because I've been talking way too much. So if there's any question, Marion, that maybe I didn't answer on the chat, but I guess you did everything,
There is
please feel free to now whatever you need.
There was one question. My previous school had an Erasmus Plus coordinator. My current school doesn't have. Do you need to have one to be able to apply?
Mm.
I don't.
No, the Erasmus Plus coordinator is of course very helpful for the teachers, because it will help you doing all the process of the application. But you as a teacher can absolutely apply directly without any Erasmus Plus coordinator. And that's why here we're here to help, but also the national agency of your country.
There was also a question about the job shadowing with Erasmus Plus. I said yes, it's possible to do it, but it's not our specialty because we do training. So this is a different KA project. Yes, we have some school that also did job shadowing and then came to the training, or the contrary. Then
I'm looking to the questions at the very same time. If you, Diana, we are an association. Can we apply to your courses with Erasmus? Which kind of association? I guess we had, I remember you, Diana, via mail. Tell us about your association, because you might be able to present absolutely a project to Erasmus Plus. You're not obliged to be a school. For example, we do have lots of museum workers also coming to us, and they're not linked to schools, but to museums. Amici artists. Yes, Diana, you can see that on the guideline that we're gonna send you, you will see who is eligible when you will create your European login. You can absolutely, before sending all the project, ask again the national agency of your country that might help you to answer to this question. But I'm pretty sure you can absolutely request this Erasmus Plus grant. But just in order not to lose time, be sure with the national agency of your country to ask before. Mobility for adults, yes, yes. That's the one actually that I mentioned at the beginning. The key action would be the same, the key one. And we will send you again the presentation and with the guideline. And you will see that for individuals, mobility for individuals is the adults also that are not part from school can apply. So I'm pretty sure it's possible, but check with your national agency for to be sure. Find partners to participate in your. Are you a teacher, Silver Star, in a school? What? Where are you working? And Kerstin, while Silver is answering, Kerstin, if the students can also participate, yes, they can participate, but with us, this is not the focus. We are focusing on the adults training programs. Sylvester, then if you want to participate to Erasmus with the partners, so we are to sorry, Sylvester. Yeah, if you are a teacher in Estonia, you can absolutely create a project, apply for an Erasmus Plus project, and see if your colleagues from the same school want to create a project with you. Otherwise, you can individually also create a proper group of different schools to request the Erasmus Plus grant, but the national agency will decide for each school if they're going to give the money according to the project. That means that the partnership, you will more create it here as soon as you will come to our training program, because this is where you're going to do partnership, networking, and create a proper project, a common project altogether. Rosabelle, so we are to represent our school in this project. I didn't understand very well the question. I'm sorry. Isa, will you send us the program of the different courses you are offering with the dates? Yes, Marion just said she will send you everything.
Send it also on the chat, the page website where you can find all our program with the date here.
And Rosabelle Bianchi, if you want to ask again your question, I'm sorry, I didn't understand very well. Thank you, Kate. I hope it was clear. That's the main concern, because I know it can be a lot of information. It's especially when it's a new thing, but I swear it's not that difficult. Otherwise, we wouldn't have received and host all these teachers from 2017. Rosabelle, if I apply, will I be doing this project in the name of the school I work for? Yes, actually, yes. You can present it individually, but at the name of your school, because then for the invoice part, that is Marion that is taking care part of this part, sorry, you will actually need to give the informations from your school, especially if you request the Erasmus Plus grant, because this is going to be at the name of the school. Yeah. If you decide to pay yourself without asking for Erasmus Plus grant, then of course the registration is individual. But if you request the grant from Erasmus, you will need to do this project in the name of the school. Yes. Okay. Is there any other question by any chance? Is everything all clear for now? Let me tell you again that we will send you all the documentations again tomorrow. Hopefully, you've been interested in the theme also of our courses. Hope I was clear, because again, we know that for us it's something that we do every day, so it might be easier. But we know that when it's a new thing, a new project, it can be a bit, uh, yeah, a lot. But don't worry, we're here to help, and it's not that difficult. Rosabella, thank you very much. I asked this because if we are to fly to any to the places you mentioned, you will have to be granted cultural leave hours. Yes, sometimes it's linked to the, well, it's actually linked to schools vacations, but not all the schools have the same dates of vacations. So yes, in that case, you need to ask for hours, leave hours. Yes. Is there anything else you might? Uh, Thanks once again. Thank you, Rosabelle or Rosabelle. I don't know. You're Italian.
Yeah, I see a
Uh,
question from Francesco.
yeah,
Here's from Fran Villar from CFPA Pere Calders in Barcelona. We got an Erasmus Key A 122 this year, and we will be glad to look for a partner for a project related to visual thinking strategy.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, if you're already accredited, so if you already have some funds, I don't know if I understood well, please feel free to contact me, because on that sense, on what you just applied, I might have some courses for you for October 25, but also for next year if you're not ready to go next year. We still have some courses available that could fit with what you just asked. If you want, just send me an email to the email that Marion just shared, and I guess she will share it again now. And tell me about your project, and we will find the way to answer to your needs. Nathaniel from Nigeria, just joining now. Would be glad if I can provide with the record session. Yes, yes, we will send you everything, Nathaniel, tomorrow. Marion has all the email of the participants of today, and she will send you everything from tomorrow. We also have the French session in 20 minutes if you speak French. Muchas gracias, Francisco. Is there any other questions by any chance, or not? Feel free to contact me via mail again. I'm working every day apart from the weekend.
Mhm.
Rosabelle, are there any similar projects that take place during summer holidays? Yes, we do have still, as I said before in the calendar, we do have courses also in July sessions, usually around 14th of July. But again, if you're more than 12 from your school, we can also organize it in August whenever you need to, want to. Nathaniel, yes, we just sent you the set step by step. Marion is very fast. Okay, if you don't have any other question for now, I would like to say thank you very much to all of you for participating. I'm happy that you appreciated it, Rosabella. Isa, thank you. It's always very weird talking to a screen. I would love to see all your faces and talk right like in live. But thank you anyway for being here and for your attention. Thank you so much.